only long-term strategy. And one of the challenges when we're in the throes of the battle is keeping our perspective lifted. You've got to keep your perspective lifted. And there's this experiment that was done a few years ago. And I want to show you the experiment. I want y'all to participate in it. Watch the screens real quick and follow the instructions here.
This is a test of selective attention. Count how many times the players wearing white pass the basketball.
Did y'all get it?
How many passes
How many
did you
was
count? The correct answer is 15 passes.
Oh, sorry, guys.
But did you see the gorilla? This video is from research.
So, be honest, who didn't see the gorilla? I didn't. First time? You know, that's a great picture of what happens sometimes in our lives. We get so focused on the little things and we're counting up all the things that are wrong. And meantime, a gorilla comes into the room, and sometimes that gorilla is God's grace, just. But you know, we miss it because we're so focused on the little tiny petty things that we're counting. Well, if this would just be right, and this would be right, and that would be right, everything would be okay. There's this concept in psychology we call selective abstraction. It's a type of cognitive or mental bias in which a detail is taken out of context and believed while everything else in the context is ignored. I've told the story about when I was first getting started speaking. I went and spoke at a college chapel. It was a Christian college. There were 1,000 students there. And right when I started speaking, I felt really confident getting up there. I'm like, man, these kids are going to love me. And the kid in the front row, as soon as I started speaking, put his hoodie over him, put on headphones, and checked out and started listening to music. And I was like, 2 minutes later, a girl 2 rows behind him did the exact same thing and started reading a book with headphones on. I was so frazzled. The whole rest of the message, I was trying to get their attention, focus on them. And afterwards, I was like, I'm done. This speaking thing is not going to work out for me. I stink at this. This is just not good. Well, the chaplain ran up to me. He's like, dude, I have never seen these students that engaged. And I was like, yeah, but those 2 kids on the front were just checked out. He's like, yeah, they're goobers. They always do that. But he's like, did you see the other 1,000? I was like, no. I was too focused on the idiots in the front row. And how many times has that happened to us? We get focused on one little tiny thing that's out of line and we miss the 1,000 other people that are smiling at us. One person cuts you off and the whole world's out to get you. And you forget about all the great people out there. One situation happens, it's just not quite what you want, but you forget about God's grace, this gorilla of his grace that's in the room, because you're counting all the tiny little things.